Good day all. So we continue the conversation on monotheism. We're looking at Surah 63 verse 2. They have taken their oaths as a cover, so they had averted people from the way of Allah. Indeed, it was evil that they were doing, right? So, oaths as a cover. What does this mean? This refers to, and I've spoken about this in several videos in the past, referring to marital oaths or divine union. What is referred to as divine union, oaths as you would see in other ways of life or other religions. With regard to divine masculine, divine feminine, and the book reminds us that the divine is only in the hands of Allah, right? The divine is only in Allah's hands, right? All of us else are just human beings on earth, right? So when they say oath, it refers to the marital oath or the divine feminine, divine masculine union in the past, stories which has played out in the past where people, these divine unions, right? Willing to destruction, engage in destruction of the entire world and peoples, and trample upon everybody else as though everybody else are less important, right, or less valuable, right, than these what is referred to as divine unions within other as stories told and retold within other religions, right? So what the book is saying is that these oaths, right, these oaths avert people from the way of Allah, right? Meaning that Allah is about equality. It's supposed to be, the true meaning of Allah is supposed to be regarding equality of all peoples, meaning the value of each person, the inherent value of each person being the same and being a lot, right? Being the same and being a lot, right? People are invaluable, right? You and I and everybody else in the world are actually invaluable inherently, right? We don't have a value. You can't put a dollar value to human beings. You can't put a value any other way, right? To human beings. Human beings are actually, your life is invaluable, right? So the book is saying that these oaths where people see themselves as more important than the other, right? This is what we are dissolving, right? This is what Allah is dissolving. The viewpoint that certain people's lives are more important than the other, than others, right? So these unions are seen played out in stories in the past, right, in other religions, which is just human beings, and depictions, as I said, were supposed to represent something, right, or be an example, right? These beings are actually not more important than you who is watching this video, or me, or anybody else, right? So that's just what the book is saying. These things tend to avert you from the true path, right? The true way of living, how you should live, right? Meaning that you see everybody as equal human beings, regardless of your color, your creed, right, your religion. Well, not religion. Actually, this is what Islam is teaching, that all is equal under Islam, right? All human beings are equal under, and that's why this way of life is being promoted or encouraged as the religion of the last times, because we are trying to bring people back from this viewpoint that, hey, I am better than you by virtue of your color, your religion, all these things, right? So this is the idea. So I hope people understand this and get this understanding as it should be, and not how you want to interpret it to be, right? So we pick up this conversation still on monotheism with all else included under the sun, right? So we pick up this conversation tomorrow.